Hello, everybody. I'm Ed Robinson, and welcome to another exciting edition of the League Wraparound. This is the program that gets you caught up on anything and everything happening around the National Football League. Coming up on this edition of the program, we'll preview Week 7's most important games in the 2023 NFL regular season. We'll give game picks for Week 7's most important games and so much more. So thank you so much for tuning in to another exciting edition of the program. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We're going to give you all of your entertainment. And, of course, we have your news. That's right. We got your news, your information, your statistics, everything that you need to find out what's currently going on in the NFL. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a jam-packed show. And again, thank you so much for tuning into the program. As always, before we begin, we got to give you the scores from Week 6's most important games in the NFL. Thursday Night Football took place between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It was all Kansas City. Chiefs would win, final score 19-8. The Indianapolis Colts took on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was all Jacksonville. Jags would win 37-20. The Seattle Seahawks took on the Cincinnati Bengals in a very close game. Bengals hold off to beat the Seahawks 17-13. The Minnesota Vikings squared off against the Chicago Bears. Vikings hold off to win in this NFC North showdown. Vikings win 19-13. The San Francisco 49ers took on the Cleveland Browns. The 49ers would lose their first game of the season. Cleveland would hold on to beat San Francisco after Jake Moody missed a potential game-winning field goal. Cleveland would win 19-17. The Philadelphia Eagles took on the New York Jets. Close but no cigar. The Jets hold off to beat the Eagles 20-14, giving the Eagles their first loss of the season. Sunday Night Football, the New York Giants took on the Buffalo Bills. Close game, but in the end, it was all Buffalo. Bills would win 14-9. Monday Night Football saw the Dallas Cowboys going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. Tight game, but the boys would hold on to win. Dallas would win 20-17. And that takes care of your most important games, the scores from the most important games from Week 6 in the National Football League. All right, now it's time for my top 3 storylines. I want to start off talking about the New York Jets. So, yes, Jets, Jets. Yes, they took flight. I mean, they flew and they soared above and they rose to the challenge of beating the Philadelphia Eagles 20-14, giving the Eagles their first loss of the regular season. Give it up for Zach Wilson. Zach was effective. He was sharp. He made plays when it was necessary, and he handled his business. You know who else handled their business too? Garrett Wilson. He handled his business as well. You know who else handled their business too? Breece Hall. Breece Hall did his thing both on the running and the receiving side as well. Defensively, you had some key plays from guys like Bryce Huff, also Tony Adams, Bryce Hall, and then you also had Quinnen Williams as well. And then Quincy Williams led the team with 9 tackles. The New York Jets, now, before the game had kicked off, Aaron Rodgers was on the sideline making throws. They're saying there's a possibility that Rodgers could return possibly on Christmas Day. I don't know. I mean, I know that he says that he's above schedule and he's been attacking rehab with a vengeance, and I'm happy to hear that, and that's good. But I think right now is very premature for a Rodgers return, all things considered. Bottom line is this. Zach Wilson, he held his own, played in an efficient game in the victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know. The Eagles seemed very flustered in this game. Jalen Hurts holding on the ball way too long. The offense seems out of sync. And we're going to talk more about the Eagles in just a little bit. But despite with Aaron Rodgers making throws before the kickoff of the Eagles and the Jets game, there's the rumor mill that he could return on Christmas Day. We'll revisit that as we get closer to that. But the bottom line is this. Right now, the New York Jets, they beat the Philadelphia Eagles, giving the Eagles their first loss of the season. Zach Wilson was effective. Breece Hall played a nice game. Job well done by the Jets defense. Job well done by the coaching staff, specifically with Robert Saleh, the head coach of the team, also defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich, making the difference. And give it up for the Jets, Jets. And they took flight this past Sunday at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and they soared above the Philadelphia Eagles, giving Philly their first loss of the year. My next storyline is going to be the Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys did not implode on Monday night. It looked close. They were this close to imploding and making a complete fool out of themselves on Monday night, but they held on. They got the victory. Was it a great victory? No. Was it a good victory? Yes. It was certainly what they needed. Dak Prescott played an effective game. He needed this victory. He needed this win. And let me tell you something. Dak Prescott, we saw the Dak Prescott of the old, right? The first 3 years of Dak Prescott's career in the NFL, Dak was so effective when he was getting out of the pocket, throwing on the run, using his athletic ability. That's what made Dak Prescott so good in his first 3 years in the NFL. By year 4 up until now, he changed his playing style, becoming a pocket passer. And you could see that it's had a negative effect on him. But when you saw him getting out of the pocket, making plays, using his legs, and scoring a rushing touchdown, that is the Dak Prescott of his first 3 years of his NFL career. If Dallas wants to continue to go further in this season and to get to the playoffs, the defense is going to be the defense. Dallas's defense is going to be solid, but it's going to begin and end with Dak and his ability to make plays with his legs. It's that simple. And if you watch that game last Monday night against the Chargers, when Dak got out of the pocket and used his legs and ran for extra yardage, that kept plays alive. He was able to connect with the receivers such as CeeDee Lamb, who had a huge game last Monday night. So the Dallas Cowboys, again, they made key plays on the defensive side. Micah Parsons got a sack. Stephon Gilmore got an interception. Very effective in closing out the game against the Chargers. Now, will the Cowboys continue to have this same success going forward? It remains to be seen. But for the moment, the Cowboys, as this show is airing, they're in second place in the NFC East, and they can have the momentum going for them when they come back from the bye week. But bottom line is this: the Cowboys, they redeemed themselves from the Sunday night beatdown from the San Francisco 49ers, and they got through this must-win statement game against the Los Angeles Chargers. If Dak can continue to get out of the pocket, use his legs, use that athletic ability that first brought him to the dance when he first came into the league, Dallas could be a force on the offensive side. We know what they're doing on the defensive side. That's not a question. Offensively, they can get it going with Dak's legs, and, of course, Tony Pollard. You know his situation, right? They can get Tony Pollard going in the running game as well. But the Dallas Cowboys, they needed that Monday night win against the Chargers. They got it done on the West Coast. And for my last storyline is going to be the 1972 Miami Dolphins. So it is official. The 1972 Miami Dolphins remain the only undefeated team in NFL history. That's right. The 1972 Miami Dolphins remain the only team in NFL history to have an undefeated regular season. And, of course, that season ended with them winning the Super Bowl. Gentlemen such as Larry Zonka and Mercury Morris and Bob Greasy, just to name a few, they can now celebrate, pop their champagne, because the Philadelphia Eagles, no longer undefeated, they lost to the New York Jets. The San Francisco 49ers, no longer undefeated, they lost to the Cleveland Browns. So, again, it's another year. It's another celebration for the 1972 Miami Dolphins, as they can celebrate as still remaining the only team in NFL history to have an undefeated regular season. Matter of fact, they finished that year 14-0. That's right, 14 wins, no losses. And, of course, they capped it off by winning the Super Bowl, beating Washington. So, kudos to the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Another year, another celebration. And as the old saying goes, we're just going to have to wait until next year to see if somebody can pull it off and possibly call the 1972 Miami Dolphins bluff, and maybe they'll have their own celebration of their own, or maybe it'll be another year of the Dolphins celebrating eating hors d'oeuvres, popping champagne, who knows? But again, another year and another celebration for the 1972 Miami Dolphins. All right, before we go to break, some news to pass along to you. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson will miss the remainder of the season. He will undergo shoulder surgery to repair a grade 3 AC joint sprain. Yeah, he wound up hurting it just a little over 2 weeks ago in the game against the Tennessee Titans. The original diagnosis is that it was supposed to be 1 to 2 months, but it's official that Richardson will miss the remainder of the regular season and will undergo shoulder surgery to repair a grade 3 AC joint sprain. So it's Minshew mania now, full-time in Indianapolis, so we'll see what Gardner Minshew will do going forward with the Indianapolis Colts. But again, Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson will miss the remainder of the season due to he'll have shoulder surgery to repair a grade 3 AC joint sprain. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell got his contract extended through 2027. Yeah, he got a 3-year extension that will last until March 2027. There's been a lot of criticisms with Goodell since he's been the commissioner of the NFL, but nevertheless, he got the 3-year extension, which will keep him the commissioner of the National Football League through March of 2027. Also, big news for the Philadelphia Eagles. They wind up signing Julio Jones to their practice squad. And this is big because, again, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, those receivers are solid, but particularly A.J. and his quarterback, Jalen Hurts, they've had some friction this early part of the NFL season. But I think with Julio Jones coming in, you get a veteran receiver, you get someone with that experience, someone that can put these young receivers in the right direction, and he still has a lot to give. I believe he still has a whole lot left in the tank. You know about his seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. Also, he had 1 season with the Tennessee Titans and 1 year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but it's official now. He signed to the practice squad with the Philadelphia Eagles. And flag football, yeah, we all grew up playing flag football, right, enjoying the activity. All races, whether you're male or female, all enjoy playing the game of flag football. And guess what? It's going to be an official sport at the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. It's official. They had the meeting with the International Olympic Committee, and it was confirmed that flag football will be an official sport at the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. And it kind of makes me wonder, will the NFL get involved in this? Will they use current players? Will they use recently retired players? Will former players get involved in this? What about college players? Will they get involved in this as well? Only time will tell. But I tell you one thing, this is exciting. I think this is long overdue, that flag football becoming an Olympic sport, man. This is certainly long overdue. Should have happened maybe around the London games or maybe the Athens games, but hey, better late than never, right? So we've got flag football becoming an Olympic sport for the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, and I think the NFL is gonna have something to say about this. I think the NFL could make a play for this in terms of allowing current players, depending on training camps, preseason, things of that nature. Will they use a combination of NFL and college players? Will they use high school players? And I wonder how many countries are going to be involved in this. I know flag football has rapidly increased for a long time in countries like Mexico and England and also Canada, just to name a few. But kudos to the International Olympic Committee for now allowing flag football to be a sport, and it'll be introduced for the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. All right, let's take a break. When we come back from the break, we're going to preview Week 6's most important games in the National Football League. Very exciting. It's going to be, hey, we got it. And we're going to give you the preview when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. I'm Ed Robinson, and you're listening to the League Wraparound.
They said it could be some kind of food allergy.
My muscles ached. I was tired all the time.
It happened like that, a full-blown asthma attack. It was scary.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
A fever. Headaches. I have these red, itchy welts.
You don't always know what's causing them.
It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had West Nile virus from a mosquito.
A reaction triggered by cockroach allergen.
Bed bugs.
Threats to your health can come from the most unexpected places. Mosquitoes can transmit West Nile virus and also Zika virus. Ticks can carry Lyme disease and Rocky Mountain spotted fever. And allergens from cockroaches can trigger asthma attacks, leading to respiratory distress. Don't wait until you or someone you love is suffering with unexplained symptoms. Get the facts you need to protect your family. Visit pestworld.org.
Ever notice what happens when your home is beautifully organized? You have more space, more room to breathe. At California Closets, our designers know just what questions to ask to create exactly what you want. Your personalized experience includes custom design and installation to deliver a result that truly reflects your style and needs. That's the California Closets difference. We call it practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at californiaclosets.com. When you look around your home, what makes you smile? Personal touches, beautiful light, lines, colors, things of quality that enhance your life. California Closets specializes in making space for what belongs, with richly textured finishes and quality materials that last. From the bedroom to the pantry to the mudroom, everything we do is custom designed, built, and installed by people who take pride in serving you. Think of it as practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at californiaclosets.com.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Jaguar, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Official chicken of Southern Athletics.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the program. Just a little bit of more news and notes to pass along to you before we preview Week 7's most important games in the NFL. The New York Jets are going to be trading wide receiver Mecole Hardman back to the Kansas City Chiefs in exchange for multiple draft picks. Again, the New York Jets will be trading wide receiver Mecole Hardman back to the Kansas City Chiefs, and in return, the Jets are going to receive a late-round draft pick. So I know Mecole Hardman is probably saying, wow, glad to be back. You know, won a championship with the Chiefs last season, and hopefully maybe we can repeat. That's where we stand right now, and hopefully Mecole Hardman can contribute to the receiving corps for Kansas City. I know Travis Kelce's been the end-all, be-all for really this early part of the season, and hopefully they can get some help alongside Travis, alongside Kadarius Toney, and bringing back Mecole Hardman. All right, that takes care of that. Now it's time for the preview Week 7's most important games in the NFL. We have the Cleveland Browns going up against the Indianapolis Colts. So Cleveland beating the 49ers, giving the Niners their first loss of the year. Again, quarterback Deshaun Watson, his status is questionable. We don't know if he's going to be ready to go. If he's not ready to go, then it looks like P.J. Walker, former XFL standout, looks like he could get the start. And when you have a running back like Jerome Ford, who's been solid, Kareem Hunt is a nice number 2 back as well. Amari Cooper, he's solid. He played well in the victory against the 49ers last week. Defensively, when you've got pros like a Myles Garrett, and also when you've got pros like J.O.K., Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, you can make the difference. And they made the difference in that victory against the 49ers. So Cleveland is riding a high right now. Meanwhile, Indianapolis, they're on the lowest of lows right now. Anthony Richardson, done for the year with battling that with having shoulder surgery. And, you know, Minshew Mania is going to be full-time for the remainder of the year. Gardner Minshew, listen, Minshew doesn't have the athletic ability like a Richardson, but if you give him enough time in the pocket, he can make some plays. And I'm anxious to see we could get more of a Jonathan Taylor in this contest. I think Jonathan is starting to get his groove now. I think we're going to see a whole lot more of Jonathan Taylor in this game. So we've got the Cleveland Browns going up against the Indianapolis Colts. It should be an interesting game. We have the Detroit Lions going up against the Baltimore Ravens. So Detroit, good performance against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jared Goff just went crazy in the victory against the Buccaneers. Jameson Williams, listen, back from the suspension, he made his presence felt, made some nice plays, got it. How about the receiving core of Amon-Ra St. Brown and Josh Reynolds? Man, Amon-Ra St. Brown is deserving of a contract extension. Whatever, he deserves to get paid, bottom line. Amon-Ra St. Brown has created created separation and ran routes like no other. And Sam Laporta has been a nice rookie tight end for the Lions. So David Montgomery won't play in this game. He's hurt again. So we're going to see a lot of Jared Goff in this contest. And it's going to be tough because he's going up against one of the best defenses in the league in the Baltimore Ravens. So the Ravens handled their business in London in that last London game in the International Series. Lamar Jackson doing what Lamar does best, running, throwing, making defenders miss, doing what he's got to do to get the job done, right? Now, Baltimore, the offense begins and ends with Lamar Jackson. And they got a nice 1-2 punch on the running side with Justice Hill and also with Gus Edwards. So, and then, of course, you can't forget about the tight end Mark Andrews. So this game is going to come down to Detroit's offense going up against Baltimore's defense. Jared Goff is going to carry a heavy load in this game. And this game's going to be played in Baltimore. And, you know, that crowd is going to be rocking between the Lions and the Ravens. We have an AFC East rivalry game between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Buffalo, New England, listen, New England pulled off a close one. Well, they tried to beat Las Vegas. That didn't work out. They wind up losing 21-17. I don't know what the heck is going on in New England. I know Bill Belichick's days are numbered in Foxborough, but I don't see him leaving anytime soon. He's basically grandfathered into this situation, at least for the time being. I know Robert Kraft, a lot of loyalty to Coach Belichick, and certainly he's going to stick with him. But it's going to be tough because they've got their division rival Buffalo Bills coming into town. They won last Sunday night, beating the New York Giants. Josh Allen, he said they didn't play their best game. I know Josh is going to be up for a big one against New England. Stephon Diggs always brings it. You know what he's all about. A lot of Bills fans, they travel very well, and I know a lot of them are going to be in Massachusetts for this game between Buffalo and New England. The Los Angeles Chargers are going to go up against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a classic AFC West rivalry game. You've known for decades the Chargers and the Chiefs. They go back to the AFL days, and now they carry it to the current now with Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes. You know it's all about the quarterbacks, and it's all about Herbert and Mahomes. Tough Monday night loss for the Chargers to the Cowboys. Justin Herbert, he's going to have it on his mind when they go to Arrowhead. I think he's going to have a better game. But with the Chiefs bringing back Mecole Hardman, also they've got Kadarius Toney. Isaiah Pacheco has been a steal for the Chiefs really last year in his rookie year, helping the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, and he's been effective so far this year. And, of course, you got Mr. Travis Kelce, number 87. Also, it helps, too, when you're associated with someone famous, right? I won't say that person's name. And you've got Patrick Mahomes, who can definitely do no wrong, currently the best quarterback in the National Football League. So it's going to be a rocking crowd, as always, at Arrowhead Stadium between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. We have the Green Bay Packers going up against the Denver Broncos. First for Denver, go Broncos, let's run and hide, because that's what a lot of Broncos fans have done. They've been running, and they have been hiding. 1-5, just not good at all. Coach Sean Payton trying his best. Russell Wilson, he's putting up better numbers this year than he was last year. Defensively, the Broncos don't have it. But I think this is the game where they could possibly get over the hump. For the Green Bay Packers, tough game. Well, actually, they had a bye week last week, but they look to go out to Denver and try to right the wrongs of what happened 2 weeks ago, losing that Monday night game to the Las Vegas Raiders. Jordan Love, the jury's still out on him. Athletic ability through the roof. Arm strength through the roof. Accuracy, not there. Now, for Denver, what they've got going for them is that they're at home. They had the extra days to rest up from playing last Thursday night, so hopefully this could be the game where the Broncos can get over the hump and take down the Cheeseheads. It's going to be tough. It's been a tough year for Denver. Hopefully, if this is a game that can turn their season around, I think this should be the game with the Broncos and the Packers. Sunday Night Football, the Miami Dolphins going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. First for Miami, offense is high-powered, running, receiving. They've been getting it done so far this year. They handled their business putting on a clinic, beating the Carolina Panthers. Tua Tagovailoa, early front runner to be the league MVP. Also put his teammate in the mix too, Tyreek Hill. You got Tyreek Hill. You've also got Raheem Mostert doing his thing in the running department. Don't sleep on Jalen Waddle. And don't sleep on Miami's defense. Very underrated. And for Philadelphia, listen, when you get to the Lincoln Financial Field, it is going to be a raucous crowd. It is going to be a ferocious crowd. After losing their first game last week to the New York Jets, you know Jalen Hurts wants it bad. You know A.J. Brown wants it bad. You know Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert, you know they want it bad as well. DeAndre Swift, you know he wants it bad too. Jason Kelsey, that whole offensive line, the defense as well, they all want it bad too. And speaking of wanting something bad, the Eagles, again, they've been wheeling and dealing the last 2 years. They signed Julio Jones this week to the practice squad. So with his veteran leadership, that's going to pay off big dividends for the Eagles in the long run. This is going to be an exciting Sunday night game between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Monday Night Football, the San Francisco 49ers go up against the Minnesota Vikings. The 49ers, I talked about the Eagles having a bad taste in their mouth. You know the 49ers have a bad taste in their mouth losing to the Cleveland Browns last week, giving the Niners their first loss of the season. Christian McCaffrey had an injury. He's ready to go. Deebo Samuel, he had an injury. He's going to be ready to go. Trent Williams, he had an injury. He's going to be ready to go too. Brock Purdy, listen, I know Brock has got to be thankful he's going to have his weapons on Monday night. The question is, how effective are they going to be? We won't know until we watch the game. From Minnesota, they won a tight game last week against the Chicago Bears. Kirk Cousins made it perfectly clear that he's going to stay in Minnesota for the remainder of the year and finish out the contract. No Justin Jefferson are hurt, but Jordan Addison, he's emerged as a weapon for the Vikings offense. Also, when you have T.J. Hawkinson, who's in a class by himself as being one of the premier tight ends in the league. So the 49ers and the Vikings, this has been a rivalry that has gone on for many decades. If you go as far back as maybe the 80s and the 90s, Joe Montana, Steve Young, also Chris Dolman, Chris Carter, Jerry Rice, T.O., Terrell Owens. Also, when you think of Tommy Kramer, you think of Randy Moss, just to name a few. And they continue this rivalry with the 49ers and the Vikings on Monday night. All right, it's now time for my game of the week. My game of the week is going to be the Miami Dolphins going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Miami has had a sensational run so far in this early part of the NFL season. Tyreek Hill is an MVP candidate. Jalen Waddle's been solid since coming back from injury. Devin Achane, even though he's currently hurt, but guess what? He's made his presence felt so far. Raheem Mostert, look, he is a true running back in every sense of the word. And Tua Tagovailoa, Tua is an MVP candidate. We were all worried about him last year after suffering multiple concussions. We questioned if he was going to be able to play in the NFL again. Well, guess what? So far, so good. He's getting rid of the ball early. He's making good reads. His offensive line has protected him. And also, Coach Mike McDaniels. Coach Mike McDaniels has done a great job of making the playbook custom-made for Tua's skill set and also knowing the extent of the concussions that he suffered, specifically multiple concussions last year. The Dolphins are built for speed. If the Miami Dolphins are built for speed, the Philadelphia Eagles are a team that's built for power. When you think of the tush push or the brotherly shove, Jalen Hurts and that offensive line getting rushing touchdowns, that represents the power of that team. Jalen Hurts represents power as well with his leadership skills, his tenacity, his toughness, his athletic ability, getting the ball downfield. That's a powerful powerful trait representing the Philadelphia Eagles. The offensive line with Jason Kelce, Landon Dickerson, Jordan Mailata, just to name a few, that represents the power of the Philadelphia Eagles squad. Their receivers are powerful with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, their tight end Dallas Goedert, and now you add Julio Jones to the mix as well. That represents power as well. The defense, they have some power players on the defensive side with the likes of a Fletcher Cox and a Derek Barnett. This game is going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be speed versus power. Miami and Philadelphia. Lincoln Financial Field is going to be rocking, it's going to be crazy, and it's going to be fun. Sunday Night Football, the Miami Dolphins versus the Philadelphia Eagles, my game of the week. All right, before we get on out of here, I want to give you my picks on who I think will win Week 7's most important games in the NFL. The Cleveland Browns going up against the Indianapolis Colts. I think this is going to be a close game, but I like Indianapolis to win. The Detroit Lions going up against the Baltimore Ravens. I like Baltimore to win. The Buffalo Bills go up against the New England Patriots. No contest. I like Buffalo to win. The Los Angeles Chargers go up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Close game. The Chargers are going to play better, but I like Kansas City to win. The Green Bay Packers go up against the Denver Broncos. I like Denver to win. Sunday Night Football, the Miami Dolphins versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia will bounce back and beat the Dolphins. Monday Night Football, the San Francisco 49ers go up against the Minnesota Vikings. The 49ers will bounce back and win. So again, my picks for Week 7's most important games are Indianapolis, Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City, Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. And there you have it. And that's going to do it for another exciting edition of the League Wraparound. Thank you so much to all of you out there, the listeners, for tuning into this edition of the program. Until next time, everybody, I'm Ed Robinson saying so long, and you take care. Hey, everybody. Remember to subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Ever notice what happens when your home is beautifully organized? You have more space, more room to breathe. At California Closets, our designers know just what questions to ask to create exactly what you want. Your personalized experience includes custom design and installation to deliver a result that truly reflects your style and needs. That's the California Closets difference. We call it practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at californiaclosets.com.
Hey, everybody. Remember to subscribe, and thank you for watching.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey, everybody. Remember to subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry. We were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey everybody, remember to subscribe and thank you for watching.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like choosing Derek Jeter as the pinch hitter for your baseball team.
Jeter, you're in. We need a home run.
I'll give it a try. I've swung a bat once or twice.
That's out of here. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Moms are amazing at tracking down hard-to-find items. Library books, socks, you name it. But sometimes help is welcomed. Care.com makes it easy to find babysitters near you. Sitters with the experience and skills your family needs, like after-school pickup and homework help. You just post a job for qualified sitters to apply. And since all Care.com caregivers are background checked, you can feel confident about interviewing and hiring. To get the child care help you need, sign up now at Care.com.
Hey everybody, remember to subscribe and thank you for watching.
Ever notice what happens when your home is beautifully organized? You have more space, more room to breathe. At California Closets, our designers know just what questions to ask to create exactly what you want. Your personalized experience includes custom design and installation to deliver a result that truly reflects your style and needs. That's the California Closets difference. We call it practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at CaliforniaClosets.com. When you look around your home, what makes you smile? Personal touches, beautiful light, lines, colors, things of quality that enhance your life. California Closets specializes in making space for what belongs, with richly textured finishes and quality materials that last. From the bedroom to the pantry to the mudroom, everything we do is custom designed, built, and installed by people who take pride in serving you. Think of it as practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at CaliforniaClosets.com.